Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on South African politics. Today, we are unpacking a brewing political storm that could redefine the country's coalition government. Fikile Mbalula, the Secretary-General of the African National Congress, has sent a bold and public warning to ministers and political parties within the Government of National Unity, accusing some of outright insubordination and threatening a major reset of the GNU framework. Yes, you heard that right. South Africa's unity government, which was formed in the spirit of national cooperation, is now under serious internal strain. Let's dive into the details. Speaking from Luthuli House, the ANC's headquarters in Johannesburg, Mbalula didn't mince his words. While he carefully avoided naming names, his message was crystal clear: certain ministers, backed by some of the smaller parties within the GNU, are making decisions unilaterally, disregarding collective agreement, ANC input, and the principles on which the coalition was founded. Mbalula stated, and I quote, "This GNU is not an open-source project." According to him, it was created with shared governance and mutual respect as its core pillars. But what's happening now, he warns, looks more like rogue governance, where a few players act as if they're running independent republics. So what exactly are these rogue moves he's referring to? In recent weeks, cracks in the GNU have become more visible to the public. Contentious decisions around immigration policy, foreign affairs positions, and key public sector appointments have sparked backlash, not just from the ANC, but also from concerned citizens and political analysts. Some ministries appear to be bypassing consultation processes, issuing public statements that contradict GNU consensus, and even pushing policies that have not been endorsed by the executive as a whole. This level of disorder prompted Mbalula to call for a strategic reset. He says the ANC, still the largest party in the coalition, will begin a formal review process to re-establish order. He made it clear that the unity government was never meant to be a free-for-all. The coalition was established in the hopes of providing political stability, improving governance, and restoring economic confidence. But according to him, that mission is being undermined from within. Mbalula went as far as warning that if the chaos continues, the ANC may have to make some tough decisions, even if it means pulling the plug on parts of the arrangement. That's a heavy statement with major implications. Let's pause for a moment and look at the bigger picture. South Africa's GNU came into existence as a compromise, born out of a fractured political landscape where no single party secured an outright majority. The ANC extended olive branches to other parties to ensure that governance wouldn't be paralyzed. But instead of harmony, what we're seeing now is growing fragmentation. Parties are jockeying for influence, ministers are seemingly pursuing individual agendas, and discipline is slipping. And while the GNU was supposed to usher in a new era of cooperation, critics argue that it may be doing the opposite, fueling factionalism, eroding trust, and diluting accountability. Mbalula's warning is not just about enforcing ANC dominance. It's also about sending a message that the chaos must end if the coalition is to survive. His speech also touched on economic consequences. He reminded the public that the GNU's primary responsibility is to stabilize South Africa, both politically and economically. But without discipline and unity, that goal is slipping further out of reach. Now, let's talk about the reaction this statement is likely to trigger. For one, some GNU allies are probably going to see this as a power grab by the ANC, a move to reassert dominance and silence smaller coalition partners. Already, whispers within political circles suggest that there's unease among GNU members about the ANC's intentions. Some see the reset as a veiled threat to bring back one-party control under the guise of enforcing order. But Mbalula insists that's not the case. He reiterated that all GNU members are equal, no one is superior. However, he also made it clear that the ANC will not allow governance to descend into chaos. In his words, we will not remain in this arrangement indefinitely if the foundation is weakened. This could be a pivotal moment in South African politics. We are watching a delicate balancing act unfold, where collaboration is required, but control is still contested. On the one hand, you have a government that must function smoothly to solve real-world problems like unemployment, load shedding, and rising inequality. On the other, you have political parties struggling to maintain their own identities, voices, and voter appeal within a collective structure. And that tension is creating friction. Let's not forget, Mbalula's statement comes in the lead-up to the mid-year budget revisions and just months before the next election cycle heats up. With public trust in government already strained, this GNU reset could either calm the waters or intensify the political drama. So where does this leave us? For South Africans, the stakes are high. The success or failure of the GNU could shape the country's democratic future. Mbalula's message may resonate with citizens tired of indecision and infighting. But if not handled carefully, this reset could fracture the coalition even further. The next few weeks will be critical. Will the GNU partners come back to the table and reaffirm their commitment to collective governance? Or will the rifts deepen, pushing South Africa into new political uncertainty? We'll be watching closely and keeping you updated every step of the way. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth political analysis. South Africa's democracy is evolving every day, and we're here to unpack every moment of it. See you next time.